is a very quiet, peaceful neighborhood. Friendly little kitty here. I don't know if he comes with the house. Take a look at all of this beautiful design work here. And it's a little bit rainy, starting to rain a little bit. Basically living here in the forest. I don't think we have been to either of these neighborhoods on the channel yet. If you're new to the channel, my name's Matt and I make videos each and every week about what it's like to live in Portland, Oregon. Additionally, I am a licensed real estate agent and I am dedicated to helping people just like you make their move to Portland. And I'm the only agent that is making videos like this, getting out there, showing you every neighborhood in Portland and going inside of active current listings on the market just like this. So if you are looking to buy your dream home here in Portland, make sure you call, text, email, or just scan the QR code right here on the screen and we will talk soon about your move to Portland. How's it going, guys? Today I'm starting off the video in the neighborhood of South Beaverton in, you guessed it, Beaverton. And if you don't know, Beaverton is a city just to the west of Portland, and there's about 100,000 people that live here. We're literally probably about 15 minutes from downtown Portland right now. And this is a little area called Forest Glen Park. It's a nice little pathway. And if you're new to the channel, what we do here is we just walk around and tour 3 different neighborhoods and 3 different listings in each neighborhood. And we're starting off in Beaverton. We're gonna be in Portland next, and who knows where we're gonna be after that. But this is just a lovely little trail that just cuts through the neighborhood. As you can see, there are homes all over the right side of this trail. And we are actually going to be looking at, oh, hey little squirrel. We are going to be looking at a home that is currently for sale right up the street from here. So I thought it would be good to take you guys to Beaverton this week because you know, sometimes you gotta just like get out of Portland a little bit. And I've had a few different clients that have been wanting to see houses in Beaverton lately. And there's also been some chatter in the comment section lately about what's Beaverton like. So here we are. We're coming up to the main road and the listing that we're gonna see is actually back the other way, but look at these beautiful colors and these beautiful trees. And this is just such a beautiful, peaceful, tranquil neighborhood. One of the most, if not the highest selling point of people moving here to Portland or the Pacific Northwest in general is all of this natural beauty that you're seeing right now in the video. And this is the real deal, people. This is just what it's like here. In general, when we're talking about Beaverton, it is the suburbs. This is a suburb of Portland. It is made up of about 11 different neighborhoods, and it's going to be pretty car dependent. So most neighborhoods, you're going to need a car to run your errands. From right here, we are, you know, we're about 8 to 15 minutes to any given part of Beaverton that you would want to go to. For example, downtown Beaverton is about 15 minutes from here. And then there's also another area called Progress Ridge that is about 8 minutes from here. And there's also many other smaller shopping centers dispersed throughout Beaverton. But here we are going to get into the neighborhood, and this is a great area for families. Beaverton is known for some of the best schools in all of Portland, and there's a lot of homes here that were built in the early 50s, 60s, 70s. So you're gonna see a lot of single level ranches, you're gonna see a lot of split level homes, and you're gonna see a lot of tri-level homes. And the one that we are about to go see is actually right up here, but I'm gonna walk you up the street a little bit so that you guys can see some of the beautiful fall colors and some of the beautiful homes in this neighborhood. Here's the house that we are gonna go see. But one thing that is really cool about this neighborhood is that there are sidewalks all throughout the neighborhood. So it is very lovely to walk around. Here's a split level home, as I said. And then here's a little street that goes that way. That is a lovely home there with the Halloween decorations. And just a very well-established neighborhood. Here's a cherry tree. Then there's all these beautiful trees that are changing colors. and it's just so stunning here. If you look all the way down this street, you can see so many beautiful fall colors, and it's just absolutely lovely. So if you want a home that has single level, you know, there's a lot of those here, like I said, and there's also a lot of, like, this is a whole row of single level homes, which are kind of hard to come by in Portland proper. A lot of the neighborhoods were developed with homes with basements and multi-levels. Here's a little street here that has a cul-de-sac. Great place for families, great place to retire to. As you can see, it is a very quiet, peaceful neighborhood. So the type of area that you can just set up a basketball hoop in the street, or I don't know, maybe a hockey net. Any Wayne's World fans out there? You know, there's a lot of kids walking around, biking around, getting off of school, going for walks. So I think I'm gonna head back to the listing, and because I wanna go see it. So let's go over there. Before we get to the house, one thing that I love about Beaverton, there are so many really delicious Asian restaurants here. I just had some incredible authentic Korean food, but there are some great restaurants here. Korean food, Vietnamese food, Japanese food. So yeah, good stuff. Beautiful homes, quiet neighborhoods, great schools, great food. You know, yeah, it's a little bit car dependent, but you can still go for beautiful, peaceful walks in these neighborhoods. Let's look at this house. So here we are at this house that we are about to see. There's this little friendly little kitty here. I don't know if he comes with the house. I'm sure he's just a neighborhood kitty, but he wanted to say hello to you guys. So he's chilling here in the video. And this is a 3-bedroom, 2-bath home that's right around 1,100 square feet, and it was built in 1983, so a little bit younger compared to, I think, the rest of the neighborhood. And again, it is on just this beautifully quiet street here, right across the street from this house that's got all these cool Halloween decorations. I'm gonna let this truck drive by. We are just like 3 houses down from that little trail that I was on. And this is a home that has been recently remodeled, and I believe it was on the market and then it went pending, and then it fell through because the buyer's financing fell through. So we're just gonna go in and take a look, just like we always do. And what do you think of this house, bud? Meow, meow. We're just gonna go in and take a look at the house, and as always, I'm going to tell you what the list price is, but half the fun of watching this channel is you gotta guess what it's listed for. So make sure you got a good guess. Leave it down in the comments below whether or not you were right or wrong. And at the end, I'm gonna tell you how much the list price is. But first, we gotta go take a look. So, gotta give a thanks to Chris Eden for letting me in here to see this listing. And as we can see, it's got this huge driveway right here, and really lovely front yard, and you got some roses here. This little guy is chilling here, and a decently sized front yard. This little retaining wall that is made up of these beams, and it does seem like it might be starting to fail a little bit. It does seem like this wood is starting to shift, but at any rate, we're gonna go in and take a quick look. So this is the entranceway, and then it comes up here, and Kitty is still here staring at me. So quick look at the outside, and let's go on in. So right when you walk in, you enter into this living room, and it is a bit dark in here. There isn't a ton of natural light coming in here. All of this is just kind of walls. This is a window looking out to the backyard, which has lots of trees, but it does have this nice gas fireplace. So that's obviously gonna be cozy when on, you know, cool winter days. And then here is the dining area. Then that just flows right into the kitchen, where you've got this, I believe this is granite countertops, and then there's a decent amount of space here. Here is an electric cooktop and a little bit more countertop space right here. Let's see if there's ice cream. Nope, not surprised. And then that leads into the 2-car garage. Let me find the light. That leads into the 2-car garage right here. And there's a look at the furnace. Here is what looks to be a brand new hot water heater. That's good. That was installed in May, it says right here. And then let's go look at the rest of the house. So first, let's look at this wonderful backyard, which is a pretty good selling point of this home, I think. And homes in Beaverton in general just have a pretty good amount of yard space. So you got some nice big trees here. I think you got a fir tree or a pine tree and this maple tree, and then all of this grass space here for backyard activities. So let's see the bedrooms, and we'll head this way down the hall. And you got some closet space in here with lighting. And then this is another closet, a little bit of a linen closet. And then you've got a bedroom right here. You noticed none of these bedrooms have any baseboards around the edges of the carpet. And then here is another bedroom right here. This room has the baseboards, so that's nice. And then this one is the bathroom, and you've got a full bathroom here, and they seem to have updated this vanity here. Pretty nice. Got some nice soft close drawers, I think. Yep. And then here is the primary. So this is just like a nice little ranch, single level, 3-bedroom, 2-bath. And this is the primary bedroom. And once again, they don't have the baseboards in this room either. I'm not sure why that is, but maybe if you wanted to buy this one, you could ask the sellers to do that, finish it up. And then here is the shower, and take a look at what we've got going on here. I definitely want to hear your guys' thoughts on this place. And then one of the cool things about this mirror, it's this smart mirror. So that's pretty cool. And you can turn the fan on, I think. So yeah, and there you have it, folks. So once again, this was a 3-bedroom, 2-bath house, 2 full bathrooms, and it was built in 1983. It's got some recent updates, and I think that you might want a little bit more, but it is definitely move-in ready. You might want to put in those baseboards and maybe some other stuff. I want to hear in the comments what you guys would do to this property. Beautiful, quiet neighborhood here in South Beaverton, and there's a bunch of crows arguing over there. Maybe they'll be quiet in a second, but love this neighborhood, and this home has a lot of potential, I would think. But with that said, I hope you've got a good guess in your head on what the list price is, because I'm gonna tell you right now, and it's currently listed for $539,000. What do you guys think? Would you snag it at that price? Let me know in the comments. And also let me know if you guessed the right price. As always, if you're planning a move here to the Portland area, I want to hear from you, and I want to help you buy your dream home and look at a million different houses. Well, hopefully not a million, but look through as many houses as you need to in person, you know, just like we do on this channel every single week. I want to do this for you in person, but also, like, you should know that if you can't make it here and you're eager to buy a house here in Portland or Beaverton or anywhere in the Portland metro area, you can just call, text, email me, reach out by any method you see on the screen, and I'll make videos just like this for you of any property that you want. So I can be your agent whether you're here in Portland or anywhere in the world. You know, I've done this for clients that are out on the Oregon coast, and I've done this for clients that are all the way in the UK. So I love making these videos for YouTube, but I also would love to make these videos for you. So get in touch. That's my spiel. We're gonna head over to a completely different neighborhood that isn't in Beaverton anymore. I think this is going to be in Portland. Actually, this isn't Portland. We're gonna be heading over to Cedar Mill. So This is exciting. I don't think we have been to either of these neighborhoods on the channel yet, and I am determined to take you to every single neighborhood in the Portland metro area, and I'm not gonna stop until I hit them all. So let's head over to Cedar Mill. Alrighty, now we cruised over to a neighborhood called Cedar Mill. Now, not to be confused with the neighborhood of Cedar Hills, which is this way, just on the other side of the freeway. This is Cedar Mill, and it actually happens to be much more hilly than Cedar Hills. Cedar Hills is actually very flat, believe it or not. And here we have a mix of homes that were built in the 2000s, like these, but then there's also homes that were built in the mid-century a little bit farther down this way, and we're actually going to go look at one of those today. Now, once again, this does tend to be considered the suburbs, and so you're going to have to run most of your errands on a car, though we are very close to downtown Beaverton. One of the biggest shopping centers is maybe a 10-minute drive, less than 10 minutes, probably like 5 to 8 minute drive. That is going to be Cedar Hills Crossing. But here in Cedar Mill, you get a lot of stuff like this. So there were a lot of different developments that occurred in the 2000s, and you'll see streets like this. Most of Cedar Hills is like, or Cedar Mill, excuse me, is like that, you know, but if you go up farther up the hill, you'll see some more luxurious homes. And then down in this little pocket that we're about to see, we're gonna be looking at a home that was built in the 60s. So pretty different from the ones that you see right here. So it's interesting that you get to have a neighborhood that is so diverse. Oh no, what's happening? No more sidewalk. Sorry, wah wah. That's a cool house. It's like a little log cabin. But anyways, let's go down here. This is also a very convenient location if you're working at Nike. The Nike campus is about 10 minutes away, and you know, it's pretty easy to get to Beaverton. So yeah, this is considered Washington County, but even here, there's just so much beautiful nature, and you got all these green spaces, and the house that we're gonna see is actually right up here in these trees, but I'm gonna walk you past it just a little bit. Look at these beautiful fall colors. I'm gonna walk you past it a little bit just so that you can get a bigger feel for this neighborhood, because that's why you're here, you know? I like to think of these videos as sort of like Zillow enhanced. You get to live the fantasy of browsing homes on Zillow, but you actually get the reality of what it's like to live in them. You know, you get a first-person tour of the listing as well as the neighborhood, and you can see and hear and feel what it's really like here. And you're gonna see lots of bigger properties like this, and there's even new construction being built, as you can see right here. So this is gonna be a pretty cool, beautiful home, it looks like. And then the road basically just dead ends right up here. So not only is the house like set up above the road, which you'll see exactly how high it is off this little road here, but you also aren't going to have through traffic either. And you know, this is just what you get here on this channel, is we're gonna walk the streets, we're gonna get a feel for not just the house that we're taking a tour of, but we're gonna get a feel for the entire neighborhood as well as the other homes on the street, because I think seeing the homes that are surrounding the home that you're purchasing matters just as much as the one that you're gonna buy. Just so many beautiful homes right here, secluded, private, forested lots. And then you got places like this, and then the road just sort of dead ends. And I kind of want to see what's over here. I feel like there might be like a little trail. So you get some kind of hawk or eagle up in the tree here. That's pretty sweet. There's a lot of wildlife over here. And you know, yeah, I think there is a little bit of a trail here. When you live here in Portland, there is no shortage of nature here. So yeah, this is the Cedar Mill Creek Greenway. Check it out. So there's a little trail right here that goes along this way, but let's just take a quick walk the other way. And this is actually a paved trail on this side of the street. I think that you can ride your bike on it. Yeah, because it says it's a greenway. So you can just take your bike, cruise down this way. I am actually not 100% sure how far it goes. On this side, we've got just nothing but green space and a park. You can see there's like a pond through there. And then this way just continues to go. It goes right along this neighborhood. So you got all these homes here, right in the nature. You've got a beautiful little bridge coming up. So I'm not gonna hike too far, but this just goes to show you that it is very peaceful here. Let's go take a look at that house, shall we? All right, so we are back here at this incredible home. You can barely even see it back there. This home sits on 0.38 acres of land, and it's got this nice, gently sloping driveway here, super huge driveway. It's very private with all these trees growing. Like, yeah, you can't even see it from the street, basically, that I'm standing on here. Got to give a shout out to Kate Williams for letting me show her incredible listing. And this is an interesting one because it has been beautifully updated. You'll get to see the comparison from the last house, which also was updated, to this one. It was purchased last year and has been meticulously restored over the last year, and now it's for sale for someone like you to come by. And I am very impressed with this update right here. And it's got some very, very classy features throughout the entire home. It's got great views. It maintains a lot of that original mid-century charm while making it feel very modern at the same time. So you're gonna have to tell me in the comments what you think it's worth. Make sure you're guessing what you think the list price is or what you would pay for it. I'm gonna show you the entire property inside and out. So make sure you're getting cozy for this one, because this is a 4-bedroom, 3-bath home that is right around 2,800 square feet. But boy, let me tell you, it feels even bigger than that. So the layout is super interesting, and wait till you see the downstairs, because I think that's going to surprise you, because it surprised me. And I'm going to tell you what the list price is, but that's going to have to wait until after the tour. So let's go on in. So once again, looking at it from the street, you can barely see the house because you got these huge old growth trees right here protecting it from view. But let's go on up this huge driveway and listen to the birds as we walk up. And then right about here, you start to get the full view of this beautiful, stunning home. It's got new everything inside and out, not just the design features, but it's also got a new roof. It's got new HVAC. It's got a new radon system. It's even got new grass growing, it looks like. And we're gonna walk around the outside a little bit here. There is an entrance there, and just take a look at these huge windows. This is just a really, really cool property. And like I said, it's on 0.38 acres, and you've got a patio here. There are numerous patios and just beautiful gold and brass trim throughout. Everything in this home has been updated. So let's walk around here. Just the driveway just continues all the way until it widens very nicely here. You can park several cars over here. Just here's the view from the back. You can't even really see the road. It's such a huge driveway and so much parking here. And then you've got a little grassy area right here, and that leads you to the front door. And yeah, the front door, the front of the house is actually facing the back of the property. So that's how private this home feels. And let's go on in and take a full tour, huh? So right when you walk in, you've got this really beautiful marble tiled entryway. And then that opens, you got these exposed beams right here, which are lovely. This is a theme you'll see throughout the home. And you got this little coat closet right when you walk in, fairly small. And right when you walk in, you're in this living room with huge floor to ceiling windows and pretty high ceilings. You've got the stairs right here, the split stairs taking you upstairs. Downstairs, we're gonna cover all of that. You've also got a main level bedroom suite right here. But first, we gotta just dive right in and go into this incredible kitchen. And you got the beams throughout here. And this looks like quartz countertops. And you got the beautiful gold trim on everything. You got these beautiful shelves here and the lovely quartz backsplash going all the way up right there. And then this kind of flows into this little dining area right here, looking out at the driveway. You got the wood vaulted ceiling here and all of these built-in appliances. So this is an interesting one. You've got a built-in espresso maker, I believe, and then you got a built-in microwave, and then all these cabinets are soft close, very, very slow soft close, so that's nice. And then right here is your built-in refrigerator and built-in freezer as well. So very elegant. And then that leads us to this beast of a range cooktop oven system. So you got the two ovens right there. You have gas cooktops, and then I think these are electric cooktops. I'm not 100% sure, to be honest. And then just take a look at all of this beautiful design work here. I love the wood contrast of this range hood and then the darker drawers beneath it. And then right in here we have a laundry room, once again with that exposed wooden vaulted ceiling look, very lovely. And this is the first laundry room, hint hint, at what's to come. And then you got this little butler's pantry type thing here. But then that also leads out to this lovely partially covered deck right here overlooking that yard, the front yard that we were just looking at. And then we will head right back into this stunning living room with the super high ceilings, beautiful modern light fixtures. Those look like little bubbles floating in the air, and then just these huge floor to ceiling windows letting in so much natural light, and you have so much privacy here once again with all the trees. And if you wanted, you could add even more privacy probably by running this fence all the way through the front yard. If you have pets that you want to be able to run around and enjoy this yard, you're gonna wanna have a fence, so give me a call. I've got a fence guy. So here is a little fireplace, and then this goes out onto another little patio right here that is, in fact, fully covered. So you can enjoy all of your patios pretty much in this home year round. So we're gonna go upstairs first because there is a big surprise downstairs. Anyone have any ideas what it might be? But first we are gonna check out this main level bedroom suite. You've got the marble tiles in this bathroom here and the super elegant vanity right here. And the window is fogged in, looking out to that driveway. And then here's your shower, absolutely lovely. And then here is a look at the bedroom with those beams going through. And this is a huge window that is letting in a good amount of light. That looks right out onto that little patio there. And there's a look at the brand new central AC unit, which is going to very much come in handy during the warmer summer months. So we're gonna head upstairs now. And there are two bedrooms up here. Here's one of them. And I love the vaulted ceilings up here. Absolutely stunning. And closets that have lighting. So that's always nice to have a closet with its own light. And then here's the bathroom with the double sinks. You got the gold trim around the mirrors and the light fixtures. And then this also has a heated flooring system, so that's nice. And this is actually a bigger bathroom than the one downstairs on the main level, so that's really cool. Nice view to the downstairs. And then here is this other bedroom right here, also having vaulted ceilings and a rather large window. So only thing you got to look out for with these types of windows are little kids. Those of you that have kiddos know that they would be wanting to run and push on that screen right there. So I don't know about that. So let's go all the way downstairs. And so what I'm gonna show you over here is gonna be the biggest surprise. But over here, we have another bedroom. And this also has the fully lit closet. So there's just one bedroom down here. There's another laundry setup. And then over here is another full bathroom. So there's your third bathroom, and very nice vanity right there. And here's your utility room, which is massive. So there is a lot of space down here. Here's your hot water heater, and here is your furnace. And then this is the radon reduction system, which works great. And then last but not least, this over here makes this basically a full ADU down here. So you've got a full kitchen and living room space in this downstairs area. So how freaking cool is that? And it's even got this little patio space over here, which also is completely covered, and that leads out to the yard. You got these lovely sort of modern light fixtures here. Yeah, this is definitely, you know, could be considered a complete ADU. And this door leads out into the yard. So yeah, full separate entrance right here. So you could potentially Airbnb this and rent it out year round if you want to do something like that, or you know, let family stay here or what have you, because yeah, nice fridge and freezer, full-size fridge and freezer. You got a nice kitchen with a really lovely sink and a cooktop range, full oven. So this has everything you could possibly need for a living situation. So yeah, I want to hear in the comments what you guys would do with this home. Like I said, it's only 2,800 square feet, but boy, does it feel like 3,800 square feet with this ADU and all of the space, all the different levels, the kitchen, how it's kind of tucked away like that, the multiple laundry rooms. So yeah, and there you have it, folks. So once again, this is a 4-bedroom, 3-bathroom house, right around 2,800 square feet. And as you saw, had the complete ADU downstairs and a full complete update restoration job. And I'll put some photos up on the screen of what it looked like before, about a year ago, before they did all this stuff. But what an incredible job they've done, and what a special property to bring back to life, you know? Like, this is such a peaceful and beautiful property, just between 1.5 acres. So you have so much space here. This driveway is massive. You have so much privacy, and I want to know what you guys think of the design style, everything you need. This is like absolutely move-in ready. It's got brand new roof, brand new systems throughout, brand new everything. So it's absolutely beautiful. And yeah, I hope you've got a good guess. Did you guys Airbnb out that lower level, or would you use it for friends and family? Or would you just put your teenage kids down there? Let me know. And with that said, I'm about to tell you the list price. And the list price is $1,150,000. $125,000. What do you guys think? Did you get that right? Is that something that you think aligns with what this property is worth? I think that it is a pretty incredible property. It is in a location that is close enough to Portland, close enough to Beaverton, while still, you know, having the peace and tranquility of basically living here in the forest, you know? So let me know what you guys think. If you're interested in this property, reach out via any method you see on the screen, and I'd be happy to help you put a deal together. Or if you know, maybe this isn't even in your price range, totally cool. I help people moving to Portland, purchasing in any price range. So whether you want a condo or a smaller detached home, get in touch with me. Like today, I'm year-round helping people move to Portland, just like you, that have been finding these videos on YouTube, and I'm getting calls and texts and emails and calls scheduled all the time. So join the community that I'm trying to build here and reach out. I am still friends to this day with so many of the people that I have helped move here, and I am so grateful for that. And I'm just really excited to hear from you at some point soon in the future. And with that said, we are gonna head to another neighborhood, just like we do in every video. 3 neighborhoods, 3 houses, so let's go. All right, now we are in Raleigh Hills, and it's a little bit rainy, starting to rain a little bit. That does not stop me from getting out there and making these videos for you, nor does it stop life in Portland from continuing on. So yep, that's just the reality of what it's like here in the fall. And some days it will be rainy or drizzly like this. Some days it'll be nice and beautiful. And I also want to apologize, my collar, I realized in the last segment my shirt collar was up and it was pretty bad. So this neighborhood of Raleigh Hills is actually considered unincorporated Washington County. So it's pretty much right smack in between Portland and Beaverton. And it is indeed hilly. As you can see, I'm walking up a slight hill here, trying to catch my breath. And there is a little bit of a downtown area that is about 4 or 5 minutes away from here. There's a New Seasons, there's a Fred Meyer, there's a few different strip malls and lumber store. Pretty much like everything that you could need in that one little area is there. And this neighborhood is home to so many lovely homes. We've got a lot of mid-century moderns. Like right down here, you can see this little beautiful mid-century tucked into the trees. And it's a very forested and hilly type of neighborhood. So if you want that peaceful, tranquil lifestyle that we've been kind of highlighting in this video a lot, then this neighborhood could be for you. And we're about to see an absolutely stunning listing just right up the street from here. So yeah, you can get into downtown Portland, you can get into Beaverton pretty much within 10 minutes from here. And yeah, that's kind of a common theme, right? For a lot of the spots in this video, everything's 10 minutes from each other, and that's kind of how it works in general. This is a relatively small city, so you can get from place to place fairly easily and painlessly for the most part. Like if you want to get all the way to Gresham, that's a different story. But you know, here on the west side, you can access most parts of it, especially when you're in this like central zone of Raleigh Hills. And it is just so beautiful and peaceful here. There aren't really sidewalks in this part of the neighborhood, but that's okay because there isn't a lot of street traffic either. So we are actually coming up on this listing here. And without any further ado, we're just gonna dive right into it. Check out all the Halloween decorations. Who here loves Halloween in October? But this stunning home is what we're about to look at. So check out this incredible, beautiful, remodeled Daylight Ranch home right here behind me. This is just such a stunning home. Gotta give a thanks to Jenna for letting me come in here and show you guys this listing. This is just a really special home. It is a 4-bedroom, 2-bath home that has been beautifully maintained and updated over the years. It was originally built in 1946. We are, like I said, in this super quiet, peaceful neighborhood of Raleigh Hills. There's the Raleigh Hills Park, which is not very far at all from here. It's got a pool, it's got tennis courts. I think you can walk there from here. It's pretty easy. And this is just, yeah, stunning all around. You got some tropical plants here. You got some beautiful fall colors with that Japanese maple and the glorious backdrop of old growth trees in the backyard. So I hope you enjoy this one. This is a super special home, and I'm gonna give you a complete tour of the whole thing. And I want you to guess in the comments or in your head and tell me in the comments if you get it right what the list price is, and I'm going to tell you what it is at the end of the tour. So let's go on in and have a look. So starting off with this wonderful, huge driveway, you could fit several cars here. You could fit a truck with a trailer. Maybe you've got a boat, I don't know. But this is a detached garage right here. And then the roof looks to be possibly brand new, if not very new. And then that's a little sneak peek into the yard, which we'll see shortly. But this is just a beautifully landscaped yard. There's so much attention to detail in this front yard here alone that we gotta just take a minute to take it all in. You've even got this exterior lighting here for nighttime ambiance, and these nice little boulders to just add a very lovely feel to this home. So let's go on over here, and as we approach the front door, you are welcomed by this super lovely and wonderful water feature. So that is just absolutely delightful. You got this little walkway here from the street. The yard goes over there as well. I'd love to see what these plants look like with these lights on at night, but let's go on in and take a look of the inside. So right when you walk in, you've got the engineered hardwood right here with this little mud room, and then that opens into a lovely living room. And this is a pretty good sized room. You've got a gas fireplace right here, and then all of these windows with the really nice shutters right there looking out to the front yard. And then we flow right into the dining area where this engineered hardwood continues. And this is a really cool formal dining room here. And you've got lots of space for a huge table here. And this right here is actually a wood burning stove. Actually, just kidding. This is a gas fireplace as well. So that is lovely. And then that flows, just one more look at this really cool light fixture. And then we will head into the kitchen. So you got this space right here that could potentially be used as another little dining nook. And then you've got the breakfast bar with enough for 3 seats here, and then the very spacious kitchen. So this is lovely. And got a little desk right here looking out to the front yard. And then you've got granite countertops going all throughout this kitchen here. And the massive fridge, this thing's huge. So that's lovely. You got a built-in gas range right there. And then the lovely corner window looking out to your front yard as you're doing the dishes. So love this kitchen. This is gonna head downstairs, but first we gotta go outside and check out this yard, because this is a pretty special yard. Kind of head down this way. You got this little paved pathway, and then it opens up to this little patio here overlooking a really huge backyard that even flattens out down here that you can access from the lower level. This is a daylight ranch, so it kind of goes down and it has a lower level, non-basement like, but then you can appreciate the beautiful views of the neighboring homes behind you. So this is just a lovely little home. You got these palm trees here, and yeah, has a very tropical feel in this yard. That's like a little children's playhouse, I think. So that's fun. And then over here, we have some space for the garbage. And then this is your detached garage. Let's see if this key unlocks that so you guys can see. Oh, it's unlocked. So this is a detached 2-car garage, and there you go. I know you guys always love to see the garages. All right, so now let's head right back inside and we're gonna check out the downstairs, because down here we have another fireplace, which I believe is a gas fireplace. And this is a lovely little entertainment area with the surround sound system set up. You got some nice built-ins over there. You got the TV already good to go. And then over here is your laundry room. And this is a pretty spacious little setup here. And then you've also got a tankless water heater included and a built-in vacuum system. So that's pretty cool. And then down here, we have this extra space out here that you could set up however you please. It's currently staged as like a little yoga room, but maybe this could be your office or workout room or an extra dining area or a children's play area. And then right here we have a bedroom, and that is very nice, looking out towards the backyard here. Just such a lovely backyard. And then we have a full bathroom down here complete with a shower. And then nice little vanity. This is just a beautifully updated home. So let's head upstairs and we'll check out the other 3 bedrooms up here, and they are all right here. So here is the other bathroom right here with a bathtub and shower, and then that is looking out here to the backyard. And then you have 1 bedroom right here, and then you have another bedroom right here, once again overlooking the beautiful backyard. And then you have another one right here. And there you have it, folks. So this was a beautifully remodeled 1947 daylight ranch, some incredible tasteful updates, an incredible yard. This place sits on just over a 1/4 acre, and I just love all the use of space here. This is just, absolutely stunning property. And I love touring it. I want to hear what you guys think. And I want to hear which listing was your favorite in this video. I want to hear what you liked about each house. I want to hear what you didn't like about each house. I want to hear what your thoughts were on the neighborhood. And I want to hear whether or not you got the list price right. So I'm about to tell you what the list price is, and it is currently listed for $1,050,000. What do you think? Did you get it right? Always love hearing in the comments if you guys are getting your guesses right or wrong, and I would love to hear from you guys. I've been getting so many contacts recently, people signing up by scanning the QR code and scheduling Zoom calls, making their moves happen, and I am honored to be helping with that. So with that said, if you want to see another video just like this, click right here. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you over there.